in me. A storm that set free. We are unstoppable. Together we'll never fall. Darkness surrounds, no backing down. No place to hide, just reach inside. Together we'll never fall.
Oh, hey, watch it. Can't you be a little more gentle here? Oh, that's what you call gentle? I mean, come on. That's better. But now that tickles.
Luke, you done copying?
Yep.
All right, let's move on. Page 2, please.
Oh, come on. Can't I get a break? It's not easy to stay transformed like this, you know?
Hang in there. This is important, and it'll be over soon, Bouquet.
Fine, let's just get it over with. Hippopon Hippotoma Transform! The second page of the Extra 7.
Here you go. Happy reading.
All right, Luke, get copying.
Right.
Maru,
Motto?
are you bored? 'Cause I'm bored.
I sure am.
I know we can't increase our shadow's power until we translate the extra 7, but this is putting me to sleep.
It's a lot of work figuring out those ancient words.
Oh, quit complaining. You two are getting a little vacation, just because you're useless at this.
Even your insults are boring.
Hey, Jiro, it's not like we don't want to help out. Besides, if we did, you'd just tell us to get out of the way.
Good job, Bouquet. We're done.
I am tired.
So, can you read it, Zola?
More or less. But of course, it turns out it isn't as simple as I hoped it would be.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Well, for one thing, it's in pieces. The text is broken up into 8 different sections, and those sections can be confusing. For example, the first part is a poem.
A poem?
Yes, and the second part is just a long string of letters, although it may be an anagram or some kind of code.
Reading this ancient language is tough enough. And now we're supposed to solve anagrams? What a nightmare.
Well, complaining won't help us finish this. Let me take a shot.
So, guys, could you remind me what an anagram is again?
Huh. You see what I mean about being useless?
An anagram is kind of like a word puzzle. You rearrange the letters to find the hidden word. There are other codes where you replace letters with numbers, and only people who have the key can decipher the message.
I get it, but there's one thing I don't understand. Why would you ever do something that's so difficult?
Well, it wouldn't be much of a code for keeping secrets if it were easy.
It's not much of a code if no one can decipher it either.
Yeah, but that's why Zola's working so hard, so we can decipher it.
I wish I could help. The only puzzles I know are jigsaw puzzles.
What she's doing is 1,000 times more complicated than a jigsaw puzzle. Just let her work.
Jiro?
What, Maru?
I notice that you're just standing here watching with the rest of us. So does that mean you're useless too?
That's right. Looks like you're one of us now. So tell me, how does it feel to be useless? Huh, Jiro?
Hey, knock it off. Don't lump me in with you guys. You got that?
Oh, you don't have to worry about that at all, Jiro. I mean, we don't really want you lumped in with the rest of us anyway.
Now, we're all brothers in uselessness here.
All right, that's enough. Just get it through your thick skulls. I don't want to be lumped in with you two guys.
Face it, you're just as useless as we are right now.
It's just a joke. We're on the same side.
Knock it off! Guys, Zola's working. Can't we all just be quiet and let her get it done?
Okay.
The basic elements of this language are just like ours. Words are formed by consonants and vowels, and the more frequently used letters are probably vowels. Let's see. Using the rules for deciphering codes, I can take the structure of the poem and contextual clues about the meaning of the words in it, and I can cross-match letters from other ancient tongues, then factor that data into the string of letters following the poem. It's finished.
Whoa, you deciphered it?
Well, what does it say already?
Hang on, stay calm. Here's what I've been able to translate. Here's the prologue. Power can solve problems, but too much power creates more problems than it solves. So once their battles had ended, the Soldiers of Light retired from their role in history. Each of them returned to their homelands, all of them bidding farewell to their shadow companions in their own ways. And then those shadows passed into memory. And that's all.
So, does that mean that the Shadow's powers were sealed away?
If they were, that means your theory was correct, Zola.
Well, it's all still uncertain since we've only deciphered the prologue.
Right, the text is broken up into 8 blocks, which means...
That the information about sealing a shadow is contained inside one of the remaining sections.
Yes, the information may be there, but it's far too early to get excited. I wasn't able to decipher the other parts of the text using the same anagram analysis that I already used.
So each section has a mystery to be solved before it can be deciphered?
Yes, so it seems. But at least we've made a good start. All we can do now is keep pressing onward, and translate as well as we can. All right?
Yes!
General Logi of the Independent Flying Squadron, sir. Humbly here at your service, my Lord Nene.
You may be at ease, General.
At ease! At ease!
It seems you were defeated rather spectacularly, General Logi.
And how was Zola?
Well, I did lose 2 Shadow Wielders thanks to her. She was, as always, very formidable.
The great General Logi, who sought glory beyond all others. How far you've fallen. Just look at you. Pathetic. You're nothing but a trace of your former self.
Zabo, that's enough out of you. Logi?
Yes, sir.
Now about these troublesome children. They have become more powerful, correct?
Yes, my lord. The power booster system that I created was designed to defeat them. But not only were there unforeseen side effects for my officers, battling stronger enemies actually brought out even more power in those children. So I have failed you, my lord.
Yes.
Sir, if you don't punish him for this egregious failure, you'll set a bad example for the entire army.
Yes, you have a point. Logi, it's time you took a break. Just go and take some time to consider what your next move should be. Go think about your future.
Yes.
General Logi, your failure in our last operation has demoralized the entire Grand Kingdom army. And because this fiasco was your fault, you are to be dismissed as commander of the Independent Flying Squadron. You will be dispatched to a remote garrison force on the mainland.
They dare brush me aside? Still, will make my plan easier to pursue.
Your day is done, Logi.
Oh, Shu.
So?
It's going as well as I'd expect, considering it's the extra 7. And by that, I mean that this puzzle won't be easily solved.
Oh.
What's on your mind?
Well, I really just wanted you to know how much I admire you, Zola.
Thank you, Shu, but the truth is I'm only doing what I believe in. I don't deserve praise for something so simple.
Sometimes that's the hardest thing there is.
Maybe not. Don't you always stand up for what you believe in?
Yeah, I sure do try.
I don't think we have any more time to waste. You better go wake everyone up. To get this done right, I'm gonna need everyone's help.
Right away!
Good, we're all here now.
Are these copies of the extra 7?
Yeah, and it looks like they've been translated already.
Chapter 1. The warrior who protects the West emerges from the forest, turns with a quiet eye, and steps out into the open. At the time of silence, a crimson light shines, and a new shadow is born from the guardian of the sky to show the way. What does that mean?
It's weird, and this one sounds like a fairy tale or something.
Mine's just a long list of numbers.
Oh, mine has pictures.
As you see, I've done my best to translate the extra 7 into our language. While I translated, I also tried to solve the puzzle that's contained within the words, but I couldn't do it. What we need can be found in one of these texts. We just have to find the solution that unlocks the answer. Now listen, please don't be afraid to try any method to get the answer. And let me know if you find anything at all.
Okay.
Well...
Wait, you really think that we can figure out something that you couldn't figure out?
I do. Now remember, everyone, the document you hold contains information about your very own shadow. You know your shadows far better than I possibly could. As a result, you may understand the text better than I.
All right, guys. Let's do this. Until this document is completely deciphered, we can't defeat Lord Nene.
Wow.
Well, let's get to work then. We're wasting time.
You know, I'm going to go do some shopping.
Wait, Bouquet, you can work with me on this text. Come on.
This is so heavy. It's like they tried to imagine the heaviest stuff they could and then sent us to get it all.
Now, Shu. Everyone has a job to do and yours is no harder.
Sure, you don't have to carry all this stuff.
You know...
Huh?
How about we take a little detour? Being stuck inside a stuffy old library can wear you down. Everybody needs a break now and then.
Good idea. It's funny. We used to see all of this every day at home. It just seems more important now.
I totally agree. Who knew things would turn out like this when you and I first met Zola and started on our journey?
I remember when it started. All I wanted to do was protect everybody. That's all. But I failed.
Huh? Hey, Shu, look, check it out.
Huh?
We would play like that. Remember, Shu, back in Tulta Village?
Yeah. I mean, boy, we did all sorts of fun stuff back then, didn't we? We'd run around the forest like a bunch of goofballs. And we built our own secret fort.
Of course, you also splashed around in mud puddles like a bunch of pigs.
Ha!
And you dragged me into those awful, scary ruins. What is it, Shu?
I was just thinking about that one time when we all went exploring and you got separated from the rest of us.
Oh. I think I tried to forget that one. Who wants to remember falling into a pit? I mean, I ripped the hem of my favorite skirt and my purse string broke. It was dark, I got lost, and I was scared because I thought a monster was going to jump out at me. Plus, it felt like someone was watching me. Wait, watching?
What? What's wrong?
Oh. Ah!
Kluk, what's up? Huh?
A clue! Come on! We gotta get back!
But, Kluk, hold on a second! Wait! What in the world is going on here, Kluk?
I think that I figured something out!
What?
Just hurry up, Shu!
You try hurrying with these bags! Wait, that's exactly what you should do! How'd I get stuck carrying both of these?
I'm so hungry, Model.
Yeah, me too.
What is it?
I figured something out about this text.
Really?
Great, the food's here at last!
Yeah!
Sorry, the food has to wait.
Ah!
All right, Kluk. What did you find?
This. I realized something about it.
That's chapter 1.
The warrior who protects the West emerges from the forest, turns with a quiet eye, and steps out into the open. At the time of silence, a crimson light shines and a new shadow is born from the guardian of the sky to show the way, while the soldier who's lost in the darkness finds the secret answer in the space that can be found between lies and the truth.
Yeah, and I think that means the ruins in Tulta Village.
Huh?
Oh, why's that?
Everything in the text. It's all there. Look, the warrior of the West, the quiet eye, the forest, they're all in the ruins.
I don't get it. You have an eye in the forest?
Wait, Kluk, are you saying that you've seen all those things in the ruins?
Yeah, I have. They're carved into some walls in the ruins.
Seriously?
Yeah, I got a good look at the carvings when I was lost there once. On the west side of the ruins, there was a carving of a warrior in armor. And next to that was a carving of a guy with one big eye. Now, I didn't go beyond that point, so this is kind of a guess, but I bet that if we looked, we'd find another carving or something like that. Something that has to do with a forest. So it all seems to fit. Everything is right back where we started, right in Tulta Village.
You could be right.
Wow, awesome job, Kluk! So?
Huh?
So, now tell us what the rest of it means.
But I don't know. That's all I have, Shu.
But you have to have more. Going halfway isn't even near good enough.
I know that.
You did great.
Huh?
Thanks to Kluk, we have a clue we didn't have before about what we're all supposed to do next. So now we can move ahead. We're going to Talta Village.
What? But how can we?
Yeah, it's really far and we don't have much time.
No problem.
We're under attack! Mobilize the robot soldiers!
Yeah, nice! Hey, don't push yourself too hard, Shu. Don't waste your energy on minor enemies like these.
I know that!
Ah! Guys, look! Ah! They're just running away!
No, no way!
All right!
Good work, Shu. That one'll do. So, how's it look?
We're good to go. So what's the plan?
I say we just blast through.
All right. Go!
Whoa!
Now! Jump in!
You got it! Phew, made it!
Now, on to the ruins at Talta Village!
Right!
Cool, now we can go anywhere we want in the whole world!
Motto!
Mm-hmm.
I'll do anything for me. With you, I'd go anywhere to be. With you, we'll find a way. But you'll never find a better friend. But you'll never find a better friend. But you'll never find a better friend.
Next time on Blue Dragon.
These are Blue Dragon's ruins, Shu. It's up to you to find their secrets.
Remember, choose the wrong path and you will lose your shadow.
What are you talking about?
Listen to me, you can't leave these ruins like this. You will lose me. I'll be trapped here in the darkness for good.